Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Lupita. If you're not new, then welcome back. Today's video, I'm just going to sit here and talk to you guys, give you a little update about where I've been, why I haven't posted, all that stuff. I'm currently parked at the Starbucks parking lot because I just don't feel like being home. And I just want to come on here and vent to you guys a little bit. And like I said, update you guys, tell you what's been going on. So first things first, a couple weeks ago I crashed my car. And if you know me, you know I love my car. Like, she is nothing fancy. She's a 2009 or 2010, one of those two, Honda Civic. But I love her. Like, I bought her. She's my car. Like, just, you know, it's my car and I love her. So I crashed her a couple weeks ago, and at the time I was switching jobs, so I didn't have money to fix her right off the bat and just like throw money, you know. So I didn't get to have my car for a couple weeks. And usually, guys, when I'm having a bad day, I go for a drive. Or I come home and I sit in my car and I just listen to music. And yeah, that's just what I do. And I love having my car. Like, not having my car made me realize how much I love having my car. Usually, like, I hadn't been working before this. Like, I wasn't really working. I was just trying to focus on YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. So before this, I wasn't really working, so I was home a lot of the time. And I would only leave the house to, like, pick up my nephews and take them out and, like, go to the gym with my sister and stuff. And I didn't have my car, so I couldn't do any of that. So I was just home, depressed, because I didn't have my car. And if you guys have me on Snapchat and Instagram and all that stuff, you guys know that my nephews are my heart and joy. So I was home and I couldn't see my boys. And I mean, I could, you know, my sister could still bring them and stuff, but usually I would see them every day because I would pick them up from school every day, or like I'd go pick them up whenever I wanted to see them, you know. So that's one thing. I crashed my car, couldn't see my boys, everything. Just not having my car, honestly, was just the beginning of it all. After that, it was, you know. Oh wait, pause. I am at Starbucks and I did get a Starbucks. My friend from Instagram put me on. Her name's Nicole. She told me to get a venti iced white mocha with sweet and cold foam and caramel drizzle, and it is amazing. So shout out to my homegirl Nicole. Anyways, so yeah, not having my car was like the beginning of everything just going downhill. So I couldn't see my nephews. I was sad. I was at home all the time. I was sad. I was still going out with my friends because, thank God, I have really good friends. They're not the type of friends that, like, oh, you don't have a car, like, we're not gonna kick with you, you know. They're not the type of friends. Like, everybody else that had a car, they'd pick me up. I was still seeing people, but just not having my car made me feel like I just threw my life down the drain, because the car is pretty essential. Like, once you're older, like, when you're younger, it doesn't really matter, but once you're older, like, your car is very, very essential. So that happened. Thank God my stepdad, he threw money down to start getting her fixed. She needs a couple more things, and I'm paying for the rest now, because I mean, I'm gonna pay him back, but I'm paying for the rest from here on out because I just started working at a new job. So right now she's running. I'm not as sad because, I mean, look at me right now. I'm sitting in my car at Starbucks talking to you. So she wasn't running for a couple weeks, and she's running now, but she just feels a little, you know. So she still needs a couple more things. I'll get it fixed here in the next couple of days. But yeah, so that's what happened with Bertha. If you don't know who Bertha is my car. Yes, she has a name, and yes, I talk about it like if she was a person. So that's what happened with Bertha. And then, so I didn't have a car, and I was sick and tired of being home, and I was like, well, I can't be an asshole and let my stepdad pay for everything, because he's a sweet man and he would, but I can't do that, you know. So I was like, let me get a job. But I was like, I don't want to get a job and then have my mom have to pick me up, take me up, and take me like every single freaking day, you know. So I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. And my sister started working at FedEx I think it was like 2 months ago already, or 3. She started working at FedEx, and I was like, well, I guess I can work at FedEx with you. So I recently just started working at FedEx. My sister and I work night shifts, so that's like from midnight to like 7. Depends how busy it is, how many boxes, you know. But point is, we work all night, sleep all day. That's basically how my life has been the last couple of weeks. I work all night, sleep all day, and just do it again. So that's what happened. And lately, when I had been feeling down, I was kind of going to the gym, and I was so good. I was so good at being consistent. And then I didn't have my car. And my sister was very nice, like, let me borrow her car so I could go to the gym, or she'd drop me off and pick me up from the gym. But it's just not the same, you know, because I'm like, okay, I can only be here for an hour because my sister's waiting for me, you know? So it wasn't the same. So I was just like, and I just felt really unmotivated because I was really sad about my car. And I was really tired from this new job. I love the job, don't get me wrong, it's actually not that bad. But I was really tired, so I just lost motivation, stopped going to the gym. And then my friends got COVID. Like, literally all of them. And I hadn't gone out with them in, like, the last couple of weeks because I had been really sad. And I just didn't feel like going out. And I was like, count me out, guys. Like, I just don't feel like it. And so they all kept going out. And then they got COVID. Like, literally all of my friends got COVID. So I hadn't seen any of my friends in a while. So I didn't have my car. Couldn't go to the gym. Couldn't see my nephews. And couldn't even hang out with my friends because they all had COVID. So I was at home, depressed. And it sucks, guys, because my friends, because I don't know if I mentioned, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it on here plenty of times. I'm diagnosed with depression, and I feel like in Latino households, it's not very common. Like, it's just like, andas triste for what, you know? But depression is a real thing, guys. It is. And being home under all these circumstances, especially like at the beginning of quarantine, like if you saw my birthday vlog, you saw me cry my eyes out because I was just not having a good time. And so that's basically how I have been these last couple of weeks. Like, I'm just not having a good time. I'm really sad. Couldn't see my friends. And my friends, guys, believe it or not, but they are angels. And then these last couple of days, these last couple of fucking days, let me just start off by saying that I was like, I don't have COVID. Today's Saturday, and I got a COVID test a couple of days ago. That was like maybe like a week ago, and it was me. El burro por delante. Sorry. It was my mom, my sister, and I. We went to go get COVID tests, and a couple of days ago, yeah, we probably went like a week ago, and then a couple of days ago, we got our test results back. I got mine back first, and mine were negative, so I just assumed that somebody's coming. I guess I was seeing your record. My test was negative, so we kind of just assumed that my mom's and my sisters would be negative too because we live together. So I was like, you know, like, si uno lo tiene, la otra también lo va a tener. And so mine came back negative, but then so I think my test came back on Wednesday, and then Thursday, which was Thanksgiving, I was not having a good time. I had a really stuffy nose. My throat kind of hurt on this side. And when I'm sick, guys, I am the biggest baby ever. Like, my family, if they're watching this, they know that I am a baby. Like, when I'm sick, like, don't talk to me like I'm a grown-up. Like, I am now 5 years old, and I want to be cuddled. So Thursday, I was cuddled up with my mom, and my mom was sick too. She had a cough, and she just didn't feel well. And so I was all cuddled up with my mom, and I was like, ay, ma, like, blah, 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 you know? And then Friday morning, my mom's test results came back positive, and so my mom okay, let me tell you. So mine came, hold on, pause, rewind. Mine came back negative, but I think honestly what's wrong with me is I usually get like strep once a year because I never got my tonsils taken out, and my tonsils usually at this time of year get super swollen. And I looked, and this tonsil like super thick, super swollen. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And my tonsils are swollen if my test came back negative. But anyway, so my mom's came back positive on Friday, and I don't think I mentioned it on here, but at the beginning of COVID, my grandma did get sick. My grandma did have COVID at the beginning of all of this stuff, and my grandma actually did get really sick. She was in the hospital for a couple days, and my grandma was pretty sick, guys. And my brother Armando, if you guys follow him on Instagram, he's been pretty open about him having COVID. my brother also got COVID, and I never thought that COVID wasn't real because I saw my family get sick, but I was just like, I don't know how to explain it. But so yeah, just like it hurt me when my grandma and my brother were sick, but just like knowing that my mom was sick, I was like, oh shit, you know, because I know I've been open on here about it, my mom being a single mom and like me not having my dad growing up, and it was just mostly my mom. And so Friday she came home, and we agreed that she was just gonna stay in her room, and my sister and I would take care of her and just like take stuff to the door and just, I mean, care for her from a distance, you know, with face masks on and everything. So yesterday and today my mom has been in her room. Thursday and yesterday she was kind of like but last night, which is Friday night, her temperature went up a little bit, and I cried, guys. I cried. When it comes to my mom, I cry about everything, because my mom is just my mom, you know. Like, I know you guys all understand like the love we have for our parents, because I mean, they're our parents, you know. But I don't know, like, my biggest fear, guys, like, I will always be super honest about this, my biggest fear is losing my mom. And I'm not trying to be negative, you know, because yo sé que con el favor de Dios mi mamá se va a aliviar y todo va a estar bien. But lots of people have lost their family members to COVID. My grandma was really sick, my brother was really sick, you know. So like, no matter how much I'm putting my faith in God, there's still a little piece inside me that is terrified and super scared, you know. So last night my mom's temperature went up a little bit, and I cried because it's scary. And then, so yeah, this morning my stepdad and I, we went to go get tested again. And I know I just got tested a couple days ago, but I just wanted to get tested again because my test results came back negative before I was all cuddled up with my mom on Thursday. So my stepdad and I went to go get tested again this morning. We should have our results back here in like 24 to 48 hours. And then we went to the store to buy a couple stuff. Like, we needed more groceries, we needed some milk and just stuff, you know. We went to go buy a lot of like plastic stuff, like platos desechable and like the foam cups and stuff, so we can throw the stuff away after my mom uses it. And we did that, and then we came home, and right now I put a movie on for my mom because she said she's really bored, which I imagine, you know, she's been in her room since yesterday. I mean, obviously she goes to the bathroom, guys, you know, but she's been in her room. So I put a movie on for her, came to the bank, and I'm doing this video. So yeah, guys, that's kind of what's been happening these last few days, or these last few weeks. First my car, and then my friends, and then my job, and then it's just all kinds of things, you know. It's just like all kinds of things. Oh, and then, hold on, back it up. Last week, I called my dad, because I call my dad, you know, I just wanted to call my dad. And I was supposed to go back to Mexico in December, so next month, because my dad does this thing where in Mexico, gente, they crawl from Sombrerete up to Guanajuato, or I think, is it Guanajuato? I don't know, but people from Sombrerete crawl to another part of Mexico, like in honor of La Virgen and Jesus' birthday and all that stuff. And my dad helps out with that every year. He drives his truck around and picks up people that like give up, not that give up, but they can't anymore throughout the walk, and he helps them. And it's just, in Mexico, La Virgen, like you guys know, La Virgen y Dios y todo is like huge in December, you know. It's like, it's beautiful. And my dad was like really excited for me to go with him this year. And so I was supposed to go, but at this new job, because it's FedEx and it's online orders and stuff, they're like, hey, we're not giving anybody days off from November to January. So obviously I can't go to Mexico in December. And don't get me wrong, guys, I am super grateful for my siblings here, Laura, Lynette, Ivan, my uncle. Honestly, that's why I don't vlog a lot, because I see a lot of you guys vlog a lot, and it's like with like huge family parties, and my family's not like that here, guys. I have my siblings, an uncle, an aunt, my grandma, my mom, and my stepdad, which is fine. I'm forever grateful for that. But when it comes to holidays, it breaks my heart a little to know that my family is like miles and miles and miles away. And I don't know, like, it just It's just that like, I miss my family all the time, but when it comes to holidays, my heart hurts just a little extra. And so I called my dad the other day, and my grandma, he passed the phone to my grandma, and my grandma was like, hey, he's like, your dad's really excited for you to come in December, like, are you coming still? And guys, like, whose heart would that not break? Like, it broke my heart a little, and I was like, shit. Because this last time that I went, guys, to Mexico, I never talked about it or anything, but I bonded with my dad a lot differently than I ever did before, because I think I've said it like way, like a long time ago, but my dad used to be an alcoholic, so that's part of the reason why I wouldn't really go to Mexico anyways. But this last time that I went to Mexico, my dad, he hadn't been drinking, and this was the first time that I went to Mexico that I actually spent time with him, and he just didn't drop me off somewhere, you know, at my grandma's or anything. So this last time that I went, I really spent time with my dad, and I just like got really attached to my dad this last time that I went over there. So I feel like I'm all over the place, I'm so sorry. But I feel like I really bonded with my dad this last time around, and I was really looking forward to going in December, and obviously now I'm not going. And my grandma was like, he's really excited, like, are you coming? And I was like, fuck, like, no, I'm not going, you know? And then I told my grandma about the job and stuff, and I was like, but I hope to go soon, you know, like, I'm gonna make it a priority to go back really soon. And then there's just a lot of family stuff going on in Mexico that I just wish I could be a part of, or just not necessarily be a part of, but like just be there for, you know? So it just breaks my heart, because I just want to be with my dad, guys. Like, my family knows that I act like a bad bitch about it all the time, and I act like I don't miss my dad, and like I don't need him, like never needed him, don't need him now, blah blah blah. But I need him, guys. Like, the older I get, the more I understand that, like, what he did in the past, he did in the past, and I have to just love him now, because my dad's getting old. Just not going as often just really breaks my heart, and I was really looking forward to December, and I haven't spent a Christmas with my dad in years, so I was looking forward to that. That's canceled. Add that to my list of why my life ain't shit right now. But oh yeah, so I'm like really grateful for my family that I have here. I love them, but my heart just hurts a little extra on the holidays, because who doesn't want to be with their family and their dad and their cousins and aunts and uncles and all that stuff during Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff, you know? So there's that. And going back to my mom, so she had a fever last night, and this morning she was like, I was like, how are you feeling, Mom? And she was like, I can't really taste or smell. And I was like, okay, so that just means her symptoms are getting worse, you know, because she was like, I've noticed how my mom, like, she was like, okay, and now she's kind of like, my body hurts, I have a fever, and I have this, you know. And everybody yells at me, which I get it, because I go into my mom's room, and I just like sit there with her, obviously with my face mask on, you know. But everybody's like, dude, like, try not to be around my mom as much as possible, and like keep your distance, and like only go in there when you need to. And I get it, like, I get it, guys. Mom's sick, mom wants to be safer for us. Like, I get it, like, I get what my siblings are like, dude, back up. But you guys know I grew up with a single mom, and as much as I love my dad, I love my mom a lot more. And I'm so sorry, but when you grow up with a single parent, and that parent has given up everything for you, anything, like any little thing that happens to them is like terrifying to you, you know? Or at least for me. Like, my mom's my best friend, guys. Like, I fight with her, you know, everybody fights with their parents. But like I said, like, losing my mom is my biggest fear. And if I'm gonna get sick, I'd rather get sick being next to my mom than, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. I haven't really been out, so like, that's why I go to her room. Like, today I got back from the grocery store and stuff, and I just sat on her bed, and she was like, Mija, like, get out, like, don't lay here with me. Sorry guys, I don't want to get emotional, but I was laying there with her, and she's like, Mija, get out, like, don't lay here with me, like, you're gonna get sick. And I was just like blocking her out, and I wasn't listening, and I was just like laying on her leg, and she was like, Lupe, salte, like, no quiero que te enfermes. When it comes to my mom, guys, like, I just, like, when she's sick, like, I have faith in God, guys, I do. But I always get scared because like my siblings have, like, they're older already. My oldest sister has her own family. So does Armando. Lynette, you know, she's grown already, and like me, like my mom has taught me everything but how to live without her. So like when mom gets sick or like any little thing, like my heart is just like on panic mode, because it's like, dude, like, care for her, because if she's not here, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go with your dad? Like, my dad's raising my little sister and he can barely do that, you know? Like, I feel like if I were to not have my mom, like, I have nobody in this world, you know? Like, I know how my siblings, but without my mom, guys, like, life just seems unrealistic. So she was like, so I was just laying with her today, and she was like, Lupe, salte, like, I don't want you to get sick. And I was just like, no, like, I just want to be in here. And I just want, like, I just wanted to, like, hold her and touch her, and she didn't let me, which I get it. But she was like, dude, no me toques, like, hazte pa allá, mija, like, I don't want you to get sick. And I was just like, Mom, like, I don't know, like, I know she's okay, she's gonna be okay, but it's just, it's scary, you know, like, it's my mom. And her temperature went up last night. Like I said, guys, I have faith in God. Yo sé que si rezo y pido por ella, like, no hay nada que mi Diosito no pueda hacer, you know? But yeah, guys, like, lately I feel like life, like, if it's not one thing, it's another, and then another, and then another. I just feel like life has me in a chokehold, and I can't breathe, and I'm losing. And, but I've been finding it really hard to find motivation to do anything. Like, literally all I've been doing these last couple of weeks is just working and sleeping, because I don't have motivation to go to the gym anymore. Like, I don't get ready anymore. Like, the other day that I posted on my Instagram, that was probably the first time I have gone ready, like, in, like, over a month. I don't know. And then I just got really sad today because Mom, I went into her room and she was like, te ven los ojos tristes. And I try to brush it off with my mom so she thinks I'm okay. But she's my mom, you know, she knows me better than anyone else in this whole entire world. So she can obviously tell when something's off with me. She's like, se te ven los ojos tristes. And I was like, like, I'm not very happy. I don't know, guys. I just feel like life is hard. I just don't feel like I can come on here and be like, oh my god, guys, it's unicorns and rainbows and, like, let's do this stuff. Because, one, there's nothing to do because COVID. And two, like, I can't, like, I don't want to. Like, I don't feel like doing anything. I think that's it. Car, gym, work, friends, mom, me. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, guys, it's no excuse, and I apologize because I wish I was more consistent on here with you guys. But I do want to take care of myself and my family first. So yeah, guys, I like to take my mental health pretty serious because it should be taken pretty freaking serious. And like I said, I just feel like in Latino households, it's like, it's just not like normal for people to actually be depressed. Like, your mom piensa que andas triste, and then she's like, you know, like, ¿por qué? She's like, no sé, like, no tengo nada, pues levántate a limpiar, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up because I feel like I've been talking forever, and I know I have. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm sorry this kind of talk was all over the place. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me being an emotional mess. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you guys can get notified when I post another video when I feel emotionally fine. Thank you guys. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.